Hello viewers, here's a project that some of you have been waiting for quite a while, and quite frankly I've been very interested in myself, and that is to make some sort of a window fan out of this Broan range fan that I have here. Got this a while ago and was never able to do anything with it, but today I finally gathered the ambition and the materials to actually do something with it. So I'm making it out of cardboard. I know that's probably like the worst thing to make it out of, but I don't have any plywood. I don't feel like going around and fetching some. And this is what I have, so this is what I'm going to use. This will actually work out pretty well. The windows upstairs are 26 inches, and this is about 30 inches, so, you know, there's a good, some hair stuck in the camera plug here. Okay, anyways, there's, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so it's a good size, and, you know, it's corrugated. It's pretty sturdy, and that can go up to 6 layers thick, and it should be pretty strong. You know, this is pretty sturdy. So I'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, and then I got some other things I got to figure out, such as how we're gonna connect this to the mains, and so yeah, we'll have to go from there. Alright, so these three pieces are actually pretty sturdy together, and I think I'm going to leave it just at those three pieces because these unfortunately have a flex in them, which makes, you know, this not really sturdy, so they're not really going to help in terms of support. So I think I'm just going to keep it at these three. Alright, so this is how the design is going to go. Fan will go in the center there, and we have the switch. Probably just mount some of this. So I have to make like a little box or something to put the switch in. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and connect these three pieces of cardboard, and I think the fan I'm actually going to mount maybe on like the second or first sheet, so that the blades are more inside there rather than being on the outside like this, because that won't be very efficient. Before I do anything else, I'm going to trim these pieces down. This one's a little bit longer, so I'll cut that one down a bit, and I'll get the length right so they're all the same size, and then get the fan installed. Okay, so now they're all about the same same height there, which will be good enough. And go ahead and get the measurements in, and we'll make this 26 inches or 26 and like an eighth or quarter, just so it's got a real snug fit in the window. Okay, so there's our finished pieces. I gotta think about how I'm gonna strap this together now, so the three pieces kind of conjoined to be one sturdy piece. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I got 4 screws. I'm gonna put it in each corner, and on the back I'm gonna put a little piece of wood to put the screw into, and that should hold it in place. These screws are gonna go past about a quarter inch or so, so hopefully this will be thick enough. If not, I'll have to put 2 pieces on there. Okay, now I could see a number of things that could possibly go wrong here, but I'm going to see what happens. Hopefully the wood doesn't split, although I have an unfortunate feeling that it may. Doggone it. Yep. And that's what I thought was going to happen. I'm going to have to use a different wood here. I may use that, or I may use this, but I don't think this is thick enough. Okay, this wood is going to be a lot less prone to splitting, so I'm going to use this wood. Okay, let's try this again here. Hopefully this will work better this time. Okay, good. Produced exactly the result I was hoping for. So I'll go ahead and put 4 more of those on there, and then we'll cut the whole one for the fan. Okay, so we're going to do the fan now, and this is not going to be a work of precision. I'm just going to go around and kind of draw a circle on here. Because the blade's not actually sitting in there, I'm not too worried about this being super accurate. I was going to put the blade in there, but I forgot to mount it that way, so not going to happen. I don't know why I didn't start off using this, because this cuts a whole lot better than that other contraption does. Okay, now we have a nice hole. Hopefully the fan fits. Perfect. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Happy with that. Okay, so we had a change in mounting plans. I'm actually going to mount the fan on the outside like this, so it's very efficient. How exactly I'm going to do that, I got to figure that out. Okay, this is the hole, and this is how it's going to be. So this will actually be pretty efficient situated like this. So I think I'm going to add a couple of spacers on the outside here, and we're going to screw it in so it's pretty much like this. Alright. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to put I don't have the screws ready. Oops. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the screws through here just so I know where the holes are going to be on the other side. And it's about in the center, but it doesn't have to be perfect because there's going to be a little bit of leeway to adjust it once it's on. In a moment I'm going to explain just how we're going to secure this thing on here. It's going to be kind of a kooky setup, but I think it'll work. Okay, so now I'll take this off, take that off, and I'll go back on the other side here. I'm going to insert the screw along with a washer, just because it's going to be holding a bit more weight than the other side has been. I'm going to put, or the other side, those things have been. I'm going to put the screw in. I'm going to put my spacer here, which I drilled a hole in so it's not going to split. But it is going to appear as though I'm going to need the larger screws, because I don't think this is going to go through far enough to actually hook on. Oh, no, I stand corrected. It'll be okay. So I have, so you can't really see what's going on here. And I can't see what you're seeing, so hopefully that's alright. Put our white thing on here and screw this in. Okay, that's actually quite sturdy. Alright. Oh boy. Really need to get a new video taker so I don't have to have it plugged in all the time. Alright. Let's repeat the process. I'm going to try to hold on to the video taker cord here. Got a screw. Hopefully you can see it. There it is. Washer. I know these are lock washers, which is not ideal for this case, but as with most of my contraptions, I work with what I have, and this is what I have, so this is what I'm using. Screw in, spacer in. And our white piece in. Okay. And the fan looks like it's fitting well. Bring you around on this side. Make you busy in the process. And there you have it. That is the fan mount in the carbon. It looks like it pretty much came out as centered as I could ask for. So, okay, just had a little panic there. I says, oh, I put it upside down. Well, no, it's fine. Yeah, it looks to be just about centered. Alright, so that came out really well. It's clearly not in the center of the whole contraption itself, but that's really not important. Alright, now I gotta figure out what to do about the switch. Alright, so the switch, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to just kind of stick it in here, so it'll be kind of like that. That's easier said than done, but I think it'll work out well. I'm going to put the switch here at the bottom, because I'm probably going to have it in the top of the window. And if I can find my writing implement, I can make a, there it is, indicators, where this is going to go. And I'm going to do this, and this, and this, and that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. I got to figure out what to do with these wires here. That's going to be interesting too. Alright, so at this point my hope is that I can just kind of slide the switch in here. It looks like my hopes have played out just about perfectly. So that's cool. Still got to figure out the wiring situation. Okay. What I did here was I just made a second hole, and I fed the wire through it here. Fed a main wire through it. Do all the wiring here in the back, and then I'll send the mains line out that hole as well. So I'm going to hook this up and I'll be back. And here we have the finished product. The wiring was much easier than I thought it was going to be. Just on the back here we got the switch. Some of you may have been freaking out when I was putting that tape on there. It's not holding it on. There's it's got crimps on there, so it's fine. Just put that there so it's not gonna, nothing's gonna touch it. Two mains connections, that's an extra connection. I don't really know what that's for, but we don't need it. And I just put that staple there so wire doesn't get, can't enter the blades. And on the front looks pretty clean. I just threw this test cord on there for now. It's fused, ooh, it's safety. All I had was some cloth cord, and I don't want to waste cloth cord on this contraption. I'll just get another cheesy wire for it. So, go ahead and give this a test. Alright, the nuisance I can see here is that the test cord is, I'm calling this a test cord, I just use this to test stuff. It doesn't have a permanent place with the device, but I can see the nuisance is going to be that I have to use an extension cord for most of the time. Now I'm blocking it for you, I'm just plugging it in. Trying to plug it in. Okay, let's give this a test run now. Hopefully the video taker don't blow over. A couple of pieces of stray carbon that are hitting the blade, but otherwise working perfect. So there you have it. That's how you make a cardboard window fan out of a range fan. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project, and more videos to come. Out.